Hi, today I'm going to talk about what happens when you wake up or you realize something in your life isn't quite right, and or you realize must be more to life than what you've been experiencing. My name is Rich Mizak. I work with people like this who do this all the time. It's a tremendous amount of fun. This is what happened to me. Like many people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, they've got the car, they've got the house, they've got the spouse, the etc. And there's often a feeling of I thought I would be happy by now, or I have achieved all the things that society told me I would have and should have, but I still don't feel like there's something missing, or that this goalpost keeps getting moved forward, and I achieve one thing and then there's another goal, and they're kind of feel like they're on this hamster wheel all the time. This is totally typical. I refer to this as an awakening when you realize there's more to life than what you've been doing. If you've ever seen the movie The Matrix, they sort of talk about the red pill, the blue pill, one of which being the life that we were designed to be, that you've been driving down for many, many years, that society, our well intentioned parents, have encouraged us to follow because they wanted us to be happy and successful. And what is successful? It's defined largely by society of having achieved a certain number of things as far as education, material possessions, etc., certain types of relationships. But many times people wake up and they say, there's got to be more to life. I'm still not happy. And what do we all want at the end of the day? We want to be happy. That's pretty much a universal truth. So I would say if someone wakes up and they say, wait, there's got to be more than life, I realize the first thing I would do is just acknowledge that's where I am. It is a good thing that you are kind of waking up to this and saying, I want to be happy. I want to make sure that I get myself into a place where I'm happy. Doesn't mean quitting your job, doesn't mean anything bad like that. All you're going to do at this point is just sort of like reassess and review things and kind of look at things, how you're spending your time and what you're doing. There's two big things, two big strains I would encourage anyone to do. One would be to develop a meditation program if you haven't already. Meditation, I was actually listening to a speech by Ray Dalio the other day, and he goes, it has the ability to take your conscious mind and your subconscious mind and kind of merge it together and to allow you to be calm. So when life throws a lot of things at you, people who have good meditation practices have control of their mind. It's not the monkey mind, and they're able to kind of calm down. During our waking state, brainwave states, there's beta, alpha, and then sleep would be theta and delta. And we're often in beta, and that'd be like a highly excited stage. Often in a very high beta, which would be a very stressful situation, work, traffic, news, etc. And the idea is to keep getting yourself down to like more of an alpha state. An alpha state would be when you're thinking clearly, you're calm, you're thinking, you're reflecting, you're able to kind of work in kind of peace. And it's to get you out of that high brainwave state. Now, in meditation, I always think there's two main schools that have success, that work, that there are thousands of people who've used them and have had tremendous success. There's transcendental meditation is one, and then there's the Joe Dispenza type guided meditation are the other ones where I've seen tremendous success. TM, you go to the Transcendental Meditation Institute online. There's find a local chapter. You have to pay them. They have a one-time fee up front to join. There are a number of very, very powerful, successful people who swear by TM as being successful. They have you meditate twice a day for 20 minutes each. They give you the first few days, they kind of coach you, and then part of that fee, you get a coach for the rest of your life. The fee is adjusted based on your income. Largely, I believe the reason for the fee is if you don't pay for it, you don't appreciate it, and you don't value it. So they charge a fee. It also keeps their organization going. I believe they are flexible. They have specials. They want you to learn to meditate is the most important thing. So I wouldn't worry as much about the fee, though that does hold a lot of people back from doing it. It's a couple $100, up to $400 or $800. So it's not cheap, but it's enough to get someone to participate and make sure that they invest their time. The other school will be the Joe Dispenza meditations. Joe Dispenza has these large retreats that he runs with 2,000 people over an entire week. You're in and out of meditation. I wouldn't even go there, but he has some meditations that are 15 minutes, some that are 3 hours long. I would pick one of the short ones and just kind of use that and practice with it. His idea is getting you back to the quantum, kind of getting your mind out of the here and now and moving you to kind of where you want to be. When I started, someone had mentioned some apps like Calm or Insight Timer. You set the amount of time. Do you want music or background? They have certain guided meditations, and they're a great start. They're very simple, etc. There's no cost. There's usually free versions of these apps. However, if I was doing it again, I would skip that step. I would go straight to the dispense meditations or the transcendental meditations and just go there. They are proven, they work. There's many, many schools of thought on meditation. It's very easy to go down a whole bunch of weasel holes. Why waste your time? Pick the two that work, one of the two that work, and stick with it and stick with that program. The second area is personal development. So you wake up, you realize, hey, there's more to life, and there's thousands of books and videos and courses and all this stuff on where do you go? Is it spirituality? Is it personal development? Is it growth, etc.? It is not a minefield, but it's very easy to get lost and overwhelmed and say, screw it, I can't be bothered. I found, as I've read a lot of books and I've listened to a lot of videos, that all roads lead to a handful of teachers, one of which is Neville Goddard. He was in the early part of the 19th century. He taught courses, and a lot of the material that you see online is him repackaged. There are people who teach his courses. There are books that he's read that are recommended. I just pick one that you like. Maybe go with either, if you like videos, if you like audiobooks, whatever. There are tons and tons of materials. Neville Goddard is a great school of thought. And he has really a way of reshaping your mind, reviewing how you look at things, acknowledging that there's a spiritual aspect of our lives, that we are spiritual beings, and also that the universe works with us and helps us to do things. The other would be like a Ramtha. There's a Ramtha School of Enlightenment. Not everybody follows that. J.Z. Knight is a person who channels an entity called Ramtha. There are several other people who channel, but I would probably start there. There's, people, if you like Deepak Chopra, if you like Wayne Dyer, if you like some of these other speakers, great, go with them, follow them. I would listen to a 10, 15-minute video. There's thousands of videos on YouTube, and listen, and you will know who resonates with you. Most of these people are teaching the same material in different ways, said a different way, and formatted a different way. But at the end of the day, it is kind of opening up your perspective, broadening how you look at things, and showing you a new way. So, first of all, congratulations. I'm glad you woke up. I'm so glad I woke up. Although it didn't feel like I was something about which to be glad when it happened. But it opens up a wonderful world for you. You will be calmer, happier, and more peaceful. My name is Rich Mizek. I work with people who do this all the time. I have friends. This is kind of half of what we talk about. Go to my website, richmizek.com, to book a session with me. Thanks so much, and have a good day.